Hey everybody, this is Jose Prendez. This is the first time I do one of these videos, so I hope you enjoy. I'm going to show you my secret Batcave of movies. Not a lot of people have seen this. You might have seen it on one of my first appearances on Wet Movie One's channel, but now I'm going to give you an in-depth look. This might be part one because there's a lot. And I don't want to do an hour video here, especially not for my first one, so I might just break it up and do anime first, because that's the first row of my secret Batcave stash. So we'll do that. We'll start with anime, and then if you guys like it, I'll show you the rest of it, and we'll go from there. Is there somebody standing behind me? No, probably not. Anyway, let me show you the way.
Welcome to my secret Batcave layer of movies. As you can see, this is my collection, or most of it. Some of it is in my living room. The Blu-rays are. This is the DVDs and stuff like that. And it is secret. Normally I don't open my garage like this, but for the purposes of lighting, I'm going to do it this way. As you can see, I've got my guard here. Here's Reagan. She's keeping things safe for me. And now actually, garage is basically not only DVD storage, but my Halloween storage as well. I got some cool posters over there, which I might do a video on my poster collection and stuff like that. So I got some neat stuff I'd like to share with you guys one day when the mood hits me. Oh, here's a signed poster of Postal. The Uwe Boll movie. It's signed by Zach Ward and Uwe Boll, so that was pretty neat. And that is a gun through a cat's butt. Yep, great. Anyway, you guys came here for the DVDs, so let's get to it. Like I said, there's a lot. I'm not gonna be able to show you everything because we'd be here for about an hour. I'll do separate videos, I guess, but this will be DVD collection number one. We're gonna do the animes first because they're right here at the top. We're going to start over here. We've got the classic Oh My Goddess, which is a great fun series. Sorry about the traffic, but my street's pretty quiet, so it should be okay. Oh My Goddess is about an angel who makes friends with a boy, and they fall in love or some shit. Kind of typical, but cute. Kind of a fun show. Azumanga Daioh. It's one of my favorites. Fun kind of Japanese schoolgirl anime. It's kind of a blast, actually. It's very funny. It's very clever. Has some really cute characters. Had a bit of that pervy panty stuff, which kind of turned me off to anime in general, because a lot of this stuff has it when it's not even needed. Kind of changes the quality of the show for me. But Azumanga is a really fun watch. I recommend it. Then next that is Ai Yuri Yaoshi, this one right here. And I don't remember what that one's about, but I think it's kind of another one of those submissive girl falls in love with a sad sack guy kind of shows. There's a lot of those shows, actually. I never finished it. I just never got into it, but I got a good deal on that set, so I picked it up. Right next to that is Bubblegum Crisis Perfect Collection. This is 2040. This is like the I don't know if it's the most recent one, but it was recent when I bought it. And it's basically badass girls fighting robots or some kind of futuristic evil. And they're like, basically Blade Runner but with girls kind of idea. I don't remember it too well. Bottle Fairy, that's just another one of those kind of cute little fairy shows. Not a fan. I only got one disc of it. Here's a great one. Comic Party and Comic Party Revolutions. That's one and two. Great series if you guys are looking for something to fill in the blanks in between Comic Cons and stuff like that. Really funny, really funny show. Really great characters. Really embraces the geek culture, which is fantastic. Then we got City Hunter, which is great. They made a Jackie Chan movie based on this character. Basically, a badass cop doing badass things. Then a couple of spin-off movies right here. Right next to that is Chrono Crusade, which is a fun fantasy action-adventure monster show about a demon-hunting nun with guns who teams up with a demon to go after bad guys and save the world or something. I forget what the exact plot is, but one of the characters in this, his name is Remington, and that's what I'm going to be calling my son. He is due in January. At least I think it's a boy. We don't know 100% yet, but anyway, I got his name from that show. Doki Doki School Hours, that's another one that is another kind of like little kid, schoolgirl anime. That would be funny, but it just got weird. Then we've got Excel Saga, which is a great show, really funny show, science fiction-y. Menchie the dog is one of the greatest characters ever. Up here we got Fruits Basket, which I hoped would be a good show, but turned out to not be, which is unfortunate. Next we got the Full Metal Panic series. At least as far as I know. I don't know if they have any others, but it starts with this one. Full Metal Panic, then Full Metal Panic 2, I forget what the subtitle is. Second Raid, I believe. And then Full Metal Panic Fumofu. These are great. I love this entire series. These were very serious. Basically, you're talking about it's a mech show, if I remember correctly, with some humor. And then Fumofu here takes the characters and reimagines the series a little sillier, a little more sitcom, a little more tongue-in-cheek, which made it fun to watch, even more fun to watch. I recommend Full Metal Panic if you like stuff like Pacific Rim. I think you'll get a kick out of Full Metal Panic. Right next to it is Figure 17. I'm going to pull this out because it's in Japanese there. Figure 17, see that? It's about this little girl who makes friends with an alien, and the alien clones her, and they sort of pull off being twins in this new small town. And the alien fights other aliens that threaten the little girl. Final Fantasy VII movie. I got this as a gift. I don't remember if it was good or not. I think it was okay. I'm not a big Final Fantasy guy. Ghost Stories, that's a great show right there. I recommend Ghost Stories very much. If you guys are into 80s stuff like, Ghostbusters, and Monster Squad, and Goonies, you get a kick out of Ghost Stories. It's a really fun show. I don't know if I ever finished it actually, collecting the discs, but I've got up to 5. Guyver's a badass. If you guys don't know Guyver, this is basically a kid who got this alien armor and uses it to kick ass against alien races that threaten the world. And then there's a new series which I don't think I finished collecting. The discs kind of give up. Gantz. Oh, dude, Gantz is one of my favorites. Gantz is one of the most badass, amazing, stunning anime I have ever seen. It's the reason, well, there's a lot of that too, which is, it's more shocking than it is titillating because it's just so out of place. But Gantz is badass. It's one of the greatest animes ever. Great storyline. I don't even want to say what it's about. Well, I'll tell you. Basically, this black ball lands on Earth, and these group of people die accidentally. Then they get taken to this weird, Japanese apartment, and this ball has these messages on it, and the ball says, now I own your souls. You fuckers have to fight for me. And they're basically given these super suits, and then they have to fight these aliens to be given a chance to hopefully live again, but they may not live again. And really fucking weird, but so cool in terms of plotting and the way it's handled. That's one of the movies I want to eventually bring to the big screen. I mean, there's a Japanese version of it. There's been a Gantz 1 and 2 movie in Japan. They're not great, so hopefully I get a chance to make the American version of that. That'd be amazing. Ghost Hunt was another show that I thought was going to be... This is part 1, episodes 1 to 13. I thought it would be exactly like Ghost Stories, but it wasn't. That was a shame. Genshiken is next, and this is about similar to Comic Party over here, and it's about these kids in a college after school group, and they do cosplay. This is a fun show again for if you're into geeky culture. This is sounds a lot of fun. I recommend Genshiken. Gun Parade March. Let me show you that it's a mech show. I really don't know much about it, to be honest. That I remember. I know it's a mech show. There's the mech. and I remember it being okay, but I don't remember it intimately. Happy Lesson is this is a harem show where basically this poor boy here is bedeviled by all these women who want a piece of him. It's okay. I'm not a fan of harem shows. I thought I'd give them a try, and it just didn't work out for me. Haibane Renmei. It's a really cool show about it's a fantasy show about these angels. These people live in a town full of these kind of angel people, and I don't remember the story exactly because these are very detailed, very unique kind of plotted things, which is what works for me in anime. I really love the stories in these. Really jam-packed with imagination, and it just makes it fun to watch. But I remember Haibane Renmei being really, really interesting and really, really unique. Recommend this. It's a very interesting fantasy anime. Jungle Emperor Leo, also known as the original Lion King. Actually, I'm going to show this to my daughter. Bought this at Hollywood Video back in the day. I'm going to save this one. I'm going to put that up there for my daughter. Stay right there. Haruhi Suzumiya was a popular show. It's about this girl who's full of energy, and like most of these kind of high school animes. But what's interesting about this one is it's got a really cool science fiction kind of twist on it, which doesn't really appear, I think, until probably like disc. I'm not sure if it's there in the beginning, but I believe like disc 2, you're like, wait, this isn't your typical high school anime. It's very interesting. It plays a lot with philosophy, and I really enjoyed that one. Actually, I don't know that I finished the series, but I got close. Anyway, Kamichu, really interesting show about this girl who makes friends with like little gods. I believe that's the premise of the show. She makes friends with these little tiny gods, and just another kind of cute fantasy show, which I really enjoyed. This is the entire series, I believe. The Shrine Box, which makes it collectible, I hope. Here we got Kitty Grade. Kitty Grade is another futuristic action show. These two girls are kind of like, I forget exactly, I think they're like hitman or something. But it gives you kind of an idea. You get that what's called fan service, which is the panty shots. I'm not a fan of, but I know it's popular. Kitty Grade, but this was really well written, and the story's really interesting, and I remember enjoying that, even though I don't remember the full story there. Kino's Journey. This is a really beautiful show. It's about this boy or girl. It's never really, as far as I remember, it's never really explained what it is, but Kino rides this motorcycle and goes on these journeys, and the stories in this are just amazing. There's no one big story. There's just every episode is kind of a different adventure. And really amazing. Really, really loved Kino's Journey. I was really blown away by how simple and beautiful it was. Sergeant Frog. This is a Japanese disc, as you can see. Here, I don't... Oh, look, it's in English. So if you want to freeze that, you can read what it's about. I'm not going to waste your time. Kujibiki Unbalance. Kujibiki is a cartoon that is really the center of this show, Comic Party. There's this famous cartoon that they all watch and they all love called Kujibiki Unbalance. And what was it, Genshiken? I don't remember actually. It might have been Genshiken that Kujibiki was in. It's in one of these two. Sorry, this isn't a very informed video about anime, but these are just the ones that I own and my vague memories of them. So anyway, either Genshiken or Comic Party had Kujibiki as sort of a subplot, and so they decided to actually make the show, and I actually haven't finished collecting the box. I need 3. Here are a couple I got from straight from Japan to check out. This is Love Hina. Again, it's another harem show about a guy who is just attacked by a whole bunch of women. They all want him for some reason. And even though he's completely retarded and a sad sack and really not interesting at all. But those shows are popular in Japan, because I would imagine a lot of anime fans kind of see themselves that way, and they don't want women throwing themselves at them. I didn't love it. I didn't realize it was a harem show. And so, not graphic, but just so kind of a little distasteful, but still kind of fun. And there's this Love Hina, there's like 1,000 of these. spin-offs, which I didn't bother with. Marmalade Boy is it's a love anime, you know, boy meets girl, basically an animated soap opera. I got these for my wife, and she likes them. I'm not a huge fan, but season 1 was pretty good, or whatever, part 1. Megazone 23, I don't remember very well, but I remember it's another one of those sci-fi action animes where sci-fi stuff happens, very Akira-like, if I do recall. Mezzo's a pretty cool show. It's got the fan service element, as well you can plainly see, but it's also really well written. There you go, fan service. Really well written anime, really cool story. It's about a girl assassin, and there's a sort of a feature movie about the Mezzo character, and I believe it's a little more of a graphic. I wouldn't say porn anime, but it definitely has elements of rape and stuff, which is surprising because I started with this and then I heard about the movie and was taken aback by it. Then we come to Midori Days. Midori Days is one of my favorite animes of all time. It was one of the ones that kind of hooked me onto the whole thing to begin with. It's about Midori here, the girl with the green hair, who is in love with this guy Seiji here with the blonde hair, who and she makes a wish one day to be with him forever and ever and never be away from him. And the god somehow end up putting her on his right hand there, and they have to find a way to work together. But she's in love with the fact that she can just be with him all the time, even if it is as a little kind of puppety thing on his hand. And of course, there's plenty of bathroom jokes and masturbation jokes and all that stuff. But it's a really funny, very sweet show. Next is King Gainer. This is another mech show. Really cool, really interesting setup, cool sci-fi backdrop, post-apocalypse, and all this cool kind of mech storyline. I really enjoyed King Gainer, Overman King Gainer, really good stuff. Then Orange Road. Here's another one. This is again from Japan. So the subtitles are kind of funky, but it's another love anime. Let's get to focus on that. There we go. There's another love anime that I got from my wife. I believe we've only seen, well, the covers are the same. I believe we've only seen the first disc or season or whatever they're called, collection, volume. The next is Piano. This is a show I got for my daughter, which I haven't introduced her to yet. She hasn't watched any anime yet, but I think it's time for this. It's it's the melody of a young girl's heart. It's about a little girl who wants to play piano and all the struggles to kind of convince her family to just let her follow her dreams. It's a very sweet show. I'm actually gonna pull this one out for my daughter, and I'll let you know what she thought of Piano and Jungle Emperor Leo. Panda Z's. It's a sweet show. It's very fun. It's very much like Adventure Time. This is before there was anything like Random and Wacky on Cartoon Network. This was very similar to that back in the day. Please Teacher is another harem show, but I really liked this one. I thought this one was really interesting, very funny. It had some still had the fan service and all that. It still had really likable characters, so I recommend that. And here's another one that's really fun, Risky Safety. Let me pull this out a little better for you. Risky Safety is about these two little gods. And this is Risky, she's like a death god, and then Safety is this cute little angel one right here. And they go on little mini adventures, doing godlike things. And Safety obviously likes to play it safe, and Risky likes to throw down and get crazy. And it's a very fun show. I really enjoyed this one. The art's really cute, and really was a blast. I was really surprised by Risky Safety. I didn't think I'd enjoy it, but I did. Now here's a show that I think is way better than Neon Genesis Evangelion, if you guys are familiar with that at all. This is Rossifon. Rossifon is amazing. It's a mech show in the tradition of Neon Genesis, but Rossifon is a way better story, way better ending. Don't get me started on the ending of Neon Genesis. Yeah, Rossifon, I totally recommend this if you guys are looking for a good mech show. Rossifon, badass. I don't want to give too much away, but it has a lot to do with spirituality and, well, yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but it's really good. ROD, Read or Die, this is the movie, I believe. This was a really, really cool idea, especially if you guys are into reading and books and stuff. This is the power of the page. Really fantastic. About these sisters that have power over paper and stuff like that. And there's a series that I watched on Cartoon Network a while back. The series is great too. That's the movie. Now, here's a show with the weirdest name ever, Strawberry Eggs. Yep, Strawberry Eggs. That's one of the things about, or I, My, Me, Strawberry Eggs. The thing about anime, they always have these weird names. This is another harem show about a guy. Okay, here we go. I think this is, yeah. This is about a guy. See, that's a guy who turns into a woman somehow. Or pretends to be a woman. I believe he just turns into a woman magically. And he becomes a teacher, and then one of his students falls in love with her. And it's because she's a guy. Anyway, it's very strange, but really kind of fun in a innocent, perverted way. And that's possible. Steam Boy is amazing. This one doesn't get talked about a lot, but it's from the director of Akira. I think it's one of the best animated, anime movies out there that no one ever really chats about. But man, Steam Boy is fantastic. Fantastic. I like it better than Ghost in the Shell, honestly. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. Otomo really killed it there. Steam Boy. Recommend that. Here we got Steel Angel Kurumi, the complete collection, or the perfect collection, as I sometimes like to call it. It's got 24 episodes, it's got the 4-episode OVA, and then the 12-episode Season 2, yeah, Season 2. This was a fun show. It was basically a fan service show. She's a robot maid, and she takes care of her owner any way she can. But she doesn't, I mean, there's no, like, sex stuff in it, but it's definitely implied, heavily implied, way too much implied. For my taste. But then there's another really cool one called Samurai Horror Tales. I know there was more of these, but I only got Yotsuya's Ghost Story, which is actually a very famous story in Japanese mythos. Let me get it out of here for you. Really cool anime that I know they were focusing on doing different samurai horror stories, old Japanese style. And I really enjoyed that. That was really creepy cartoon horror flick. Then Tokyo Godfathers is the movie. It's kind of a sweet tale about these bums who find a baby and they take care of it. Kind of a sweet movie. I didn't love it. I'm not a fan of this style of animation. It's a little much, but for what it is, it's good. We're almost at the end here. As you can see, Assault on Precinct 13 is an anime, so we've got 2 more to go. And then this is a little longer than I thought, but hopefully you guys are enjoying it. The World of Naruto. It's a sweet little kind of high school anime. I don't remember exactly. I believe Naruto is an alien. I believe she is an alien, and her friends help her, work her way through the world or some shit. But I remember it being really fun, which is all I really care about when I look at something. Oh, I remember I liked that, or I remember I didn't like that. Then Yu Yu Hakusho is one of those fight shows that goes on for ages and ages. It's done now, as far as I know. And I really surprisingly enjoyed it. This is season 1. I finished that. I haven't started. Well, here we go. I haven't started season 2. I do eventually want to get into it again. I just haven't had time. Life gets in the way with everything. Yu Yu Hakusho. Good stuff. And I know there's 7 to 10 more seasons. Box sets I have not gotten yet, but I will eventually. Anyway, that's the end of my anime collection. Assault on Precinct 13 is the A's. I'll give you just a quick peek at quick peek. I said quick peek. Anyway, A's and the B's, and I might do an ABC's thing for the next one. The C's are down there. I won't go too far because I want to keep it a surprise. If you guys like this, but anyway, here's another look at my anime real quick. And if you guys like this, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what your favorite animes are. Currently I'm watching Attack on Titan, which I really enjoy. I sort of gave up on anime, but then I heard about Attack on Titan, and it was highly recommended, so I gave it a shot, and I'm really enjoying it. It's on Netflix right now. I don't think I'll buy it, but I really do think it's pretty interesting. It's about giant naked monsters, like humans, that break into this not futurist, go to a medieval town in the future to eat them. Very, really fucking weird, but that's what I like about anime. The stories are so different. Anyway, this is my collection of anime. I hope you guys liked it. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys want to see more. Spread the word, and I'll be doing more of these soon. Hopefully, if you guys give a darn. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.